Good morning, everybody. Again, it's 11:06. I've been up for a while, and I actually got ready today. I put on makeup, did the whole thing, washed my hair for the first time last night in a week, and it felt so good. I don't know how you girls do that. It's been a rough morning. These animals are driving me crazy. I feel like this is what it's like to have kids, where you just want to disappear into thin air and fly away forever, because I'm hiding in my car because I just can't take it anymore. I'm eating a muffin, I'm watching TikTok, and this is what I'm going to be doing until I'm ready to go to Starbucks to eat my free drink, and then I will come home maybe. I haven't decided yet, but I can't take it anymore. I cannot take it anymore. I'm so serious. I'm like at my wit's end and I'm gonna freak out, so I just need to like be to myself so I don't burn the building down, let's be real. I feel like these trees at any moment are just gonna go flying. And look at this one that has like, it's right here, this one has like broken branches, and they've been dangling for a while, and I think it's just a matter of time before they completely snap. But it's so windy today. I love it. I love the wind. So, and it makes it extra chilly outside, which is nice, but yeah. Alright, we're home from Starbucks. Did not have a good experience there at all. It wasn't Starbucks' fault. It was the stupid woman who was a patron, and we're not even going to talk about it. But anyway, that's done and over with. Praise the Lord, because I was angry. I was really upset. So I'm home. I just went to the bathroom, just kind of settling in. Let's see. I was gonna actually move my laundry, and I realized that one of the thumbnails is wrong for Vlogmas. It says day 10, and it should say day 11. So I need to fix that because it looks lazy. Obviously, I can't count. That is a problem in and of itself. I don't know what to do about my counting troubles, but I do need to fix this. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm supposed to be getting a laptop in the mail, excuse me, for work. I start in 4 days. Literally 4 days from today is my start date, and I haven't gotten it in the mail, so I'm kind of confused if like what's going on, why I haven't gotten it yet. It feels like it's Thursday, like I feel like I should get it today. I mean, I'm guessing I'll get it before my start date, but it just seems weird that they haven't, like, I don't know. They haven't mentioned it, so I'm guessing there's nothing to be concerned about. It's just weird. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I thought the other day, too, that I screwed that up, but I was like, no, I think I just saw it incorrectly. No, girl. You screwed it up. I'm gonna change that, and then I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I might watch some Vlogmas videos and just kind of hang out for a bit. I need to eat lunch soon because I don't want to skip any meals. I had a really late breakfast, but I only ate a muffin, so it's not a big deal. But I do need to eat lunch soon. I don't know what I'm gonna have. Maybe like a bagel, just because I'm not like starving. And then Josh texted me that I do need to work out. I have a hip workout today, and tonight's date night. We're going to Twin Peaks. You guys won't see that, but I might do like clips of it and then put it in tomorrow's video. But honestly, it's not like anything interesting is gonna be happening. It's just dinner. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then yeah, we'll just hang out for a little bit down here, watch some Vlogmas videos, play on the computer, just kind of decompress, because I'm like kind of amped from the day I've had, honestly. It's just been a weird time. So yeah, I'll do that and then go work out, eat, and then go work out. That's another thing, I'm doing a HIIT workout, so I don't want to eat something really heavy because I'm working out, and I don't, especially doing a HIIT workout, I'm not trying to throw up mid-workout. Alright, so I'm still sitting, hanging out, drinking my matcha, watching VLOGMAS videos. So there's a lot of things that I want to do coming up, and like things to better my life and myself as a person. Sorry, that noise sucked. A lot of different things, and one of those things is like doing therapy. It's something I did when I was younger. I did not like it. I was in middle school. I didn't like it. It was not a good experience for me at all. And I'm to this day resentful that I was forced into going because it didn't provide any benefit for me whatsoever. But now that I am freshly 28 years old, I do have a different outlook on life, obviously, and hopefully, but I do. And I considered it a few months ago. I didn't go through with it, but I was looking into it. I just couldn't really find what I was looking for. But I do want to start looking again soon. So, and I think a lot of people are doing it and normalizing it for other people. I've never thought anything was wrong with therapy. I think everybody needs therapy. But it is something that I really do want to take seriously and take the next steps and go through with. Currently, I'm actually looking at, I haven't looked at Amazon yet, but I'm looking at Tesla, the Cybertruck. We got invited to the stores, like, they were doing some kind of event that we got invited to. We didn't go. We don't typically go to the events just because, like, we get invited, but we don't really go. Just, it's always either we're busy or it's not an event that we would want to go to. So there's that, but also I need to talk with Tesla and see if we've done 2 overnight drives. We've test driven all of the cars with the exception of the Cybertruck. And we have 2 Tesla locations. One is pretty new, very new. They're both really new, but one just opened this year and the other one opened prior, but it's still very new. And it's like in an outdoor mall. So they're very different as well. So the overnight drives we've done at the older Tesla location, those overnight drives were literally overnight. We come pick it up at 6 p.m. on Saturday night and have it back before 11 a.m. Sunday, because they open later on Sundays. We've done that with the 3, which Josh was considering getting. He drives a truck right now. It's a Toyota Tundra. If you don't, I feel very strongly about Toyota. I hate them. But anyway, so that's actually a different conversation that has some relevance to some other things happening in my life, but we'll get there. But yeah, so those test drives were so short, and we made the most of it, but we were out till like ungodly hours of the night driving around because we wanted to get the whole experience and all that stuff, but we didn't do it. We didn't do the overnight drive with the X or the S. So we'll reach out to Tesla and see if we can do the overnight drive or do a weekend drive. I know that's loud. I live minutes away from the airport, so that actually doesn't happen very often. You would think it did, but it doesn't happen very often. But when it's loud, it's loud. Especially because I have the door open right here. So anyway, I want to reach out to Tesla and see if we can do an overnight drive for the X, but actually do like a weekend drive for the X. And I would like to do it over like Christmas weekend, or if we could like pick it up Saturday morning and bring it back like Sunday evening kind of thing. Because I want to show my mom, and we have family coming up for Christmas. So I think it'd be fun to do that because none of them have ever ridden in Tesla before, and we love Tesla. So and I want to definitely do the overnight drive for the X because that is the one that I am considering getting. How about this? That's gonna be my next car. I did the 3, it's too small. I actually ordered the 3 and then I ended up not getting it. I hadn't even test driven a Tesla at that point, but I did that probably like a year and a half ago. I ordered it, but I didn't go through with it. So there's that. And then drove the Y. Liked the Y a lot more, but we test drove one and it was great. The one we took home, or no, wait, no, we test drove one and it wasn't great. It was very echoey and almost like tinny. I think that was like a lemon. We did an overnight one. It was great, beautiful, perfect. We love it. The only thing about it that we really didn't like is Josh sat in the back seat when I was driving, and when I take turns, I take my turns pretty quickly, but whether or not I took my turns slowly or quickly, it didn't matter. He was flying. He had a seatbelt on, he was like flying around. So that is a concern. I don't know if it's like that in the Fear of the S. Excuse me. All I know is I wouldn't get either of those cars because they're too small. They don't make sense. They're fine for me, like literally just me, but we do have 4 animals. We technically have 6 animals. We are very active. We like to do things. And Josh is very tall, so, and he's a big guy. He's not fat, but like he's a big man, and so he does not fit comfortably in either of those vehicles. The Y is still a little snug for him because he's so tall, but he would manage. I just think the X makes more sense, and I work from home, so obviously I'm not going to be driving it that much, but when we do go do things, we do date night every week, like we're going to date night tonight, we would take my car because then we don't have to take a giant truck all the way. I mean, we could take my car. I drive a Honda Civic if you didn't know, and I get 40 miles to the gallon. That's not true. I get 37 miles to the gallon. Almost 40 though. I have gotten 40 miles to the gallon when I was commuting really far, like over a year ago. But yeah, so, oh my god, every time I turn on this camera I start falling asleep. So that is something that I want to do today, is reach out to Tesla and see what we can do. Josh, I know we want to do a test drive of the Cybertruck to see if Josh likes it, because he'd love to have an electric truck. Gas is so expensive. It's not right now. I got gas at BG yesterday, it was $2.71, but gas fluctuates. It's super cheap, and then it's $500 a gallon, and it's just ridiculous. Significantly cheaper to charge your car, and even more than that, it's so much better for the environment. So if he ends up liking the Cybertruck, then we'll probably move forward with that, and we're gonna get a home charger installed, because we already know I'm getting a Tesla. I'm just not sure when. I have to figure out how that's gonna work with my current car, what I'm gonna do with that. I think I'm gonna give it to my mom. I don't know yet, but we'll see. So it'll be a little bit before that happens, a few months, but we do want to be prepared for that. Also, Josh has been considering the Ford Lightning. They were super expensive when they came out, like crazy expensive, but they have gone down in price for sure. We haven't test driven a Ford Lightning yet, but we will. We just haven't made time to do it. And yeah, so that's that for Tesla. The reason I made that comment about Toyota was actually, so quick synopsis, I don't know if I've ever said this before, but I feel like everybody knows. 5 years ago, I got into a car accident. I drove a brand new 2018 Toyota Camry. This was in February of 2019 that this happened. And I shattered my face. I had a complete facial blowout, orbital blowout. I had to have reconstructive surgery. I had to have an implant put in. I broke my nose and had a head contusion. It was a whole thing. I had a concussion. All this is to say, the car accident wasn't my fault, but that's really not the point anymore. The point is that I was driving my Toyota Camry, and I loved that car so much. Like, my first car ever was a Toyota Corolla, brand new, and I loved it. And then I got a Toyota Camry, and I was so happy. I loved that car so much, and I was like, Toyota's a great brand. Everybody has one. Like, they're the best-selling vehicle. So I was driving 70 miles an hour when I hit a wall. The impact was 70 miles an hour. It was raining. There was somebody else in the car who received... Nothing bad happened to them. I have to be careful about the things that I say legally. But basically, nothing bad happened to them, thankfully. However, all I'm saying is it wasn't my fault that this happened. There was somebody else in the car who did some things, riding passenger, that led to this terrible day. One of the worst days of my life. So, anywho, that happened, and I hit the wall, okay? The front of the car hit the wall. Specifically, the driver's side. So just imagine that, like, and when you see the damage of the car, it looks minuscule. I went by ambulance to the hospital. They had to transfer me to another hospital with one of the best maxillofacial surgeons. He was amazing. I'm so grateful that that is the person that I got to see. He's actually he's a plastic surgeon, but he specializes in ophthalmic plastic surgery. So he was amazing, and that is why I look like this after having, you only saw part of it. There's a lot that, like, I didn't take pictures of because I was not well. But I know there are pictures out there for, like, investigative purposes. I don't have them though, so I can't show you. But anyway, that happened, and so the point of this is I hit the wall. So, like, imagine from the center of the car to the right, or the left, sorry, to the left hand, like from the middle over to the left was damaged, because that's where the impact was. The passenger side airbag went off. Actually, like, the airbag in front of her, it was to her right, and then the rear right passenger airbag went off, and I think the left rear passenger. Basically every airbag went off except mine. Toyota at the time had not recalled my car for airbags, but they had recalled other cars for issues with airbags, and mine should have been one of them, but it wasn't. And this had happened to other people as well. After the fact, they ended up recalling, but not in time to help me. So I had the surgery, I went home, I had to drive 5 hours back to where I got in the accident to see that same doctor a week later, because I was very, very, very far from home. I was in a completely different city, completely different end of the state. and I went back there a couple times, and my car ended up being totaled. At the time, it didn't, like, the damage didn't even look bad, but clearly it was significant enough that airbags deployed, except for the one that should have deployed. So all this is to say, I feel pretty strongly about Toyota, not just because I went through that traumatic period of time, but also because they claimed that because I didn't hit it dead center, like, I'm sorry, split my car down the middle because I hit a pole, it doesn't make sense for the airbags to deploy, which makes zero sense because 3 other, I think, airbags deployed. Make that make sense. And yeah, so I now have, technically it's a disability. I don't like claim that or anything, but I do have amblyopia, and that I always wanted to get LASIK because I have the worst vision. Just genetically got screwed in that department, but I will never be able to get LASIK now because of that accident that has caused me to have amblyopia. And I often have like really bad pain. Hi Livy Bear. And I mean, like, the pain is excruciating. It's so bad, and oftentimes it feels like my implant is shifting, because basically I bashed my head into the steering wheel at 7 miles an hour. If you don't know how hard that is, that's very, very hard. A facial orbital blowout can happen from a gunshot to the face, if that tells you anything about how hard you have to hit your face in order for that to happen. So that's really great for me. And then it's nap time apparently. So because of all of this, I'm a little resentful towards Toyota, and I would never buy a Toyota or a Lexus because I don't think they know what they're doing. Nobody can change my mind. After that car, I ended up with a 2017 Chevy Malibu, and that was the worst car mechanically I've ever had in my lifetime. I had a Toyota Corolla, a Toyota Camry, a Chevy Malibu, and now I drive a Honda Civic. My mom has had a Honda Civic like my whole life, and she's had nothing but good things to say, and I have nothing but good things to say about my Honda Civic. It's never given me a single problem ever. But I do want to switch to having an electric vehicle, so that is why I am looking at Tesla. So this leads into what I was doing yesterday. I had to get medical records from the accident, and I've never seen them before. I never read the comments that were made. I didn't know anything other than what I needed to know, and it was traumatic to read it all again because it was kind of reliving it, and also knowing that I went through this by myself because the person I was with called their mom, and their mom came and picked them up, and I was in that hospital all alone for I don't even know how long, but a really long time, all by myself. Couldn't see, couldn't walk, couldn't do anything, in and out of consciousness because the pain was so bad. And it's hard to think about and hard to know that I was left alone during all of this. I didn't have anyone. I couldn't call my mom. I couldn't contact anybody. I was literally stranded 5 miles, I wish, 5 hours away from home. And that's just really sad, and that really sucks. But yeah, so then the reason that I need this information is because I have to see, obviously I see an optometrist every year for contacts and glasses and to get my eyes checked, and because I'm already at risk for going blind because of thanks family and genetics, I typically see the optometrist at least once a year, but sometimes twice a year. It just depends. And I saw him earlier this year, and now I need to go see a specialist because I have amblyopia, and that stems from the car accident. So I needed my medical records so he could, see whatever he needed to see, and we can move forward from there. So that is the story of that. Not a good time. Don't recommend. You'll never hear me say one good thing about Toyota, because I will remain resentful until the end of time. And even then, I will always be resentful. And I hate Toyota, mechanically and because of how they handled the situation. So moving on. That is kind of like a really long rant about that. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and make lunch, do my workout, and then basically get ready for dinner because it's date night. We're going to Twin Peaks, and I want to have this up for you guys as soon as possible. I got it up much earlier last night than I normally do, so I'm going to end the video here. I'm not doing anything else interesting for the day, so don't worry, you're not missing anything. And I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 14. How is that possible? That's so crazy. So crazy. But yeah, alright. I love you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.